know is very clear. The fight against corruption, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude.
I hope you are not imputing improper motive.
I am not imputing improper motive. The MC has already expelled him. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of corruption, let me finalize, Mr. Speaker. On the issue of corruption, I want to tell the President and Kenyans at large, if the fight of corruption is as gered, as comical as it is, there will be no justice for the people of Kirinyaga. Justice should be seen to be done. Justice was not done to the people of Kirinyaga. Corruption fighting in this is a storytelling. This was a soap opera movie for the governor of Kirinyaga, Mr. Speaker, because if you read the whole report, it was just like a soap opera thing that was being done behind somewhere in Kirinyaga Road. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Olekina, as Professor Ongeri comes from the other.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank you. I rise to really congratulate the young distinguished senator from Kakamega who did this House proud, and my good friend, the Vice Chair, Senator Bishira Alake. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a report that even this House, as we sit, the committees in this House, if we take time and read through this report, we can be able to now follow up to ensure that the people of Kirinyaga get justice. There's all different things that have been alluded to here, maybe those testaments that were made by the witnesses, including the issues of health. I would hope that the Committee on Health, and which I sit on, would be able to follow up and to be able to go and check them out. Article 226, subsection 5 of the Kenyan Constitution is very clear. It states clearly that if any holder of a public office misappropriate funds, they are accountable. I heard the chairperson state clearly that there are certain officers who have been recommended, to step aside so that they can be able to be followed. I want to reiterate what I said from the beginning, that the management of a county is a collective responsibility. This is enshrined in the Constitution under Article 179. I want to remind the CCs who are in Kirinyaga and also the CCs in all 47 counties that whatever happens in the county, you are responsible. In fact, if that governor was found to have committed an offense or to have been impeached, all those CCs under 179.7 would have gone home. So this is a collective responsibility. I find that this committee did a fantastic job. I'm going to spend some time, go read through this, so that I can be able to contribute more in my committee. And finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is something which is one of my pet peeves. Some of these MCAs have no clue of the rule of law. How can somebody come and say Impress was not surrendered? It is not in their jurisdiction. Impress we know. So I would want to plead to any officer to spend some time and familiarize themselves with the rule of law, because Impress is supposed to be recovered. If you do not surrender within 7 days, it's supposed to be recovered.
What's your intervention?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just wanted to remind Senator from Narok that the MCAs are doing oversight, and we should not look down upon their level of oversight. In fact, this House is killing the functions of the MCAs down there, and they will no longer be willing even to do their work because of what we do here. So I want to tell the senator from Narok not to insult the MCAs that they don't know anything. They know a lot. That is very wrong.
Give me the... Mr. Speaker, sir, sometimes I think some people sleep in this house when we are talking. Mr. Speaker, sir, my statement was very clear.
Order. Don't use order, Senator Ledama. Order. I have not given you. Sit down, Christopher. Senator Ledama Olekina. Order, Senator Ledama. That is unparliamentary. So can you withdraw and apologize?
I remember clearly.
Or withdraw and apologize.
Mr. Speaker, sir, as I'm guided by you, there's nowhere in my statement that I said Senator, the distinguished senator from Bomet, Dr. Langat, was sleeping. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I respect your guidance.
Order.
Mr. Speaker says I respect your guidance, you know, and withdraw that. I want to remind the people of this country that the only way that we can ensure that everyone gets justice is if even us citizens themselves familiarize themselves with the law. Because we keep pointing fingers. You point a finger and you come and say, oh, this was not done, this was not substantiated. In fact, some of our colleagues, and I want to repeat what the majority leader said here, it is absolutely ludicrous and ridiculous for our own colleagues to go out in social media and post and say, sanitization, the house of sanitization. Let us have some respect. Otherwise, if you don't respect this house, you might as well fold and go back home. So finally, the law is clear. If somebody committed a crime and there are recommendations here, those investigating agencies should now get an opportunity to proceed. KRA